Okay, so you've added your legend, and you know all the information about how to do this for the most part should be in Lab 2, where there's a step-by-step walkthrough. But I'll just show you kind of a quick version as well, just to clarify. But this is a bit of a challenge assignment or a challenge portion of the lab, so you know hopefully you can do it on your own, or do one of them with the walkthrough, then do the other two on your own, or however you like to do it. Okay, so first thing I want to take a look at is the organization of my layers here. So I've gone through and I've just named everything, locked things I'm not using, right? So right now I'm working on the cyan legend. I can unlock that. If I look down at my yellow legend, or my pink legend that I've already done, right, I have all these pieces, the font, the patch, the different text here, right? So I have all those pieces, and I just put them in order, make sure they're all under the same uh, layer piece and group together so I can lock them and unlock them when I'm using them. Right, so that's one thing I always do with my layouts is I try to keep things nice and organized when I'm adding stuff, I'm adding shapes, I'm adding fonts, try to keep them in the right place so that I could easily go back and edit things and not be confused about where things are. And then I also like to just lock things that I'm not using, so this way, right, I can't do anything with this pink, even if I tried to. I couldn't do anything by accident to disrupt it. Okay, so we're on our cyan legend here. And so what we want to do to make it look like this, step 1, remove what we don't need. Step 2, turn the patch so it's horizontally oriented instead of vertically oriented. Step 3, make sure that the scale matches the data and matches the visualization on the map. And then step 4, get everything dialed in terms of font style, font type, color, alignment, balance, all those things. Okay, so first thing, let's just get rid of the stuff we don't need. We'll go to the cyan legend frame, uncheck the title, and that'll get rid of that legend title. Okay, then we'll go to show properties. Show properties, we don't need this layer name, county health data, so let's just turn that off. And then we don't need this US background. So you can go over here and in our cyan legend, just turn that off. So now we have all the stuff we need, right? Okay, so we're still in the properties. Let's go to the type, and we'll say we want a horizontal patch. And that's going to change it to this. Now, the first thing we notice is that it is oriented the wrong way, right? It goes from dark to light, and what we want is to go from light to dark. So this is kind of a tricky process, so I'll walk through it. Let's go back over here to our cyan map frame, unlock it, go to our map. Oops. Let's open the map frame, and we can see our map here. Let's go to this layer, we'll go to symbology, and that'll pull up this kind of inverted histogram we were messing around with earlier in the phase. And essentially what we want to do is we just want to reverse this so that it matches how it looks over here. So go to this more button, we'll say reverse color scheme. Right, we see that reversed the color scheme, did so on the map as well, so we want to make sure we hit reverse values. And now our map stayed the same, but our legend has been flipped, so it's going from low values to high values, going across the map from left to right, and that's going from our transparent to our fully opaque bright cyan color. Okay, so we're done with that. We can go ahead and close that out, and I'll just lock my map back up so I'm not messing with that. Okay, and so now I have this piece here. I'm going to right click and say convert to graphic. And now if we look at the cyan legend, right, all 4 of those pieces now are individual things that I can manipulate, change, fix, adjust, etc. Right, so all I have to do now is I can just double click on this. I can move that element, put it where I want, expand it the way I want, etc. Okay, so that's a lot easier than kind of trying to slowly change the size. I can just get one that I like and then copy and basically make it the same size as this previous one, right? So I can just like pop it on top of here real quick, adjust it so it's the exact same size, and then figure out where to put it. And then the other thing that I do, just trying to keep like really tight, perfect alignment on my elements. You can see here, I put the bottom of my legend gradient just so it lines up perfectly. And I just pick, you know, what I can remember for the next one. So this one lines up perfectly with this like point right here in Texas where Big Bend National Park is. Comes across, lines up over here in Louisiana. So I'm just going to go up to my blue. I'm just going to add a guideline that does the exact same thing. Move it so it's just like right in the same spot. You might have to zoom in just to get it exact if you're, you know, extremely nitpicky like me. And now I can make sure that my gradient just snaps right into that corner there. Right, and so now that's going to be perfectly aligned with the one below. And what do I do below? Below I also put a guideline up here where I'm going to put the top left corner of my text. I'm going to line that up exactly with the top of Michigan here, so I can do the same thing on my blue map. And then I put one where I'm putting my text here. Right? This is just kind of centered. I centered my text basically within this box. Added a guideline just so that both lined up exactly. So just, you know, repeat the process going all the way up, and that should make your legend quite nice fairly quickly. Yeah, and then for this text here, there's my unlock that. Pink legend font, right? That's this one here. If I'm ever confused about what I did, I can just go back to it, double click, go to my text symbol, right? And I can see, okay, I use this font, this style, this size, use the same color as my gradient here, and then, yeah, positioned it how I wanted. So that's how you're going to walk through the compiling of the legend. Like I said, like the step-by-step process of how you convert to graphic and move all these pieces around is in Lab 2. I attached another little video that another professor did about just how to flip this piece if you forget. It's super quick with a couple buttons. And then this video went through, you know, kind of the whole process and the elements you need, how to get rid of them, etc. So hopefully that helps, and I'm excited to see your work on this.